everyone, I'm Erika Harris with Harris Consulting.
And I'm Bonnie Rivier with BMAX Inc. Productions.
Bonnie, let's have a conversation. So how's it gone with BMAX?
It's actually going fairly well. I had a minute to look at the business that I hadn't had before, so it's actually coming together pretty well.
Well, our conversation today will be about thriving and surviving when catastrophe strikes, and boy, don't we all know about that.
We would like to thank our sponsors at Enhance Wellness, where you can receive the best nutrition counseling using DNA-targeted programs to identify your food sensitivities and supplemental needs to help you become the best version of yourself. Visit our website, enhancewellness.net, and contact us today for a free consultation.
With Harris Consulting, I'm very fortunate that back in January when I launched my company, the support, the feedback was great. And I was going 100 miles an hour as a new entrepreneur. But then all of that, like a lot of other small businesses, came to a halt by March. And so I was only getting 2 or 3 clients within a 6-month period. So that was really slow. And so I had to figure out ways that I could make adjustments, work from home, because with as a consultant, you want to be out there, you want to meet and greet people and press the flesh, as they call it. So a lot of the conferences and workshops that I had lined up had to be canceled. So I had to sort of figure out a way that I could still reach people from home. And what I thought about was, unfortunately, a lot of people have been furloughed or laid off, or they are on unemployment. A lot of those jobs just might not come back. So in order to thrive and survive as a small business owner, I have to meet people where they are. And so one of the things that I thought about was, let's figure out a way to get people back to work on a new career path and help them prepare for the job market in 2021. Because unfortunately, a lot of the jobs are not coming back. So that's a service that I offer. It was outside the scope of things.
And so you added that.
I added that. And a lot of businesses, big and small, they are figuring it out.
Right.
And they've been successful somewhat on how to thrive and survive when catastrophe strikes. A lot of the restaurants, Bonnie, we were just discussing this, they offered other services.
Right. They amped up their delivery services, of course the curbside delivery as well. And then some of them even started selling grocery products. So the ones that are surviving and thriving really did get innovative with what they could do.
And it's the way of the future, I believe, on how the companies, small businesses market themselves. Another thing that I found out, and I was a little bit disappointed, but it's a common thing with a lot of small businesses, is that they work hard on the planning, getting together the idea and the concept and the product, but they forget one thing.
Marketing.
Yes, to create that small space in your budget for marketing. A lot of small business owners that I've talked to within the last week, they were a little afraid that they could not afford it. But there are ways that they can afford a little bit to sort of set the foundation.
Correct.
And BMAX started offering some of those things that they could use to set the foundation.
Yes, because you mentioned it. You cannot be out there with a new business if no one knows you're there. You have to be known, and people have to know how to contact you, what your services are. You can put up a store, but if no one knows you're there,
right?
So
exactly.
You have to have those ways to be able to find it, for people to be able to.
And you can have an absolutely wonderful, fabulous product, but if people don't know that you're there. Some of the ideas that I've offered some potential clients is to start from where they are. If they have a social media page, whether it be Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature, everybody's on it, right? It's like maybe a little bit too much. But being able to use the tools that you already have, that is actually free to be on Facebook, free to be on Twitter, to sort of market what you do. But people are going to want just a little bit more. When they go to your social media pages, they'll say, well, what else do you offer? And what I found out is that a lot of the startups, they don't have websites. Because you can use those social media pages as a tool, but you want to add a link they can just click and they can learn a whole lot more about your business.
Absolutely.
And creating a website or learning how to start to do one or have someone doing it for you, it's something that won't necessarily break the bank, right?
Right, yeah. There are very affordable ones. I have heard people say you don't need a website, but when it comes to being legitimate, a lot of people want to see that website behind the social media. They want to know that you have been here or that you are here and that you are legitimate. Sometimes Facebook doesn't always calculate that. You can find anything and anybody on Facebook.
Right.
But how legitimate is your business? Are you just floating around social media, or are you real?
Right.
That website helps legitimize your business.
I absolutely agree. This has been a great conversation. We're going to have many more conversations, and we really would like you to tune in. But if you want to know more about Erika Harris Consulting, is erikaharrisconsulting.com.
And BMAX Inc. Productions is bmaxinc.com.
So join us next time for Let's Have a Conversation.
We would like to thank all of our sponsors, Tammy Vandiver of Enhanced Wellness, Amber Sawyer at Gateway Mortgage, Holly Petrie of Remax Pro Inviter, and Kevin Grinnell of Grinnell Computers and Security. Thank you for helping make this production possible.